Hi all, it's Saphimau with another update. Starting with writing, I'm happy to announce that I've finished the outline. Now I just have to edit it before moving on to writing the first book. However, I want to finish some important references before I start. More on that later. I've created a new category called Concept Projects. Story projects, character digispeeds, and concept illustrations all fall under this term. These projects help me to flush out ideas easier and makes things more fun for me while I work on the Elementals novel in the background. For those who don't know, I will briefly explain what each of these projects are. Short stories will continue to be narrated but will now be accompanied by one-off still illustrations. Previously, I made a time-lapse short story, or digispeed as I call them, titled False Security. To increase the productivity of writing the Elementals novel, I'm simplifying the short story process. Character digispeeds will continue to be time-lapsed, highly rendered, character-focused illustrations. The concept illustrations will simply be sketched work that allows for quick brainstorming. Earlier, I mentioned I needed to finish some important references. These references, or more specifically, species/race reference sheets, are a core aspect of the world building that will help finalize the designs of not just the main characters, but all Elementals characters going forward. I've been working on these references little by little, but I'm ready to make a burst to the finish line. To speed up this final stretch, I'm temporarily halting the writing and concept projects. On to shop plans. I quietly opened up my shop last year, but over time I realized it was not something I needed to focus on right now. So despite this accomplishment, I'm going to shelve the shop until I've published my books. Streaming. In a previous update, I mentioned I wanted to try streaming. I'm going to figure out how to set that up and hopefully be streaming before the year is out. It'll be a trial run to see how I like it, as I'm not sure it'll be something I continue to do. My regimens. I've yet again adjusted my update and posting regimen. Starting with social media, I'm still trying to figure out what platforms I like to use. At the moment, I'm still using YouTube, Bluesky, and Cara. No longer am I using Facebook. My YouTube still has 2 separate accounts, with one exclusively for the Elementals art and projects, and the other for any non-Elementals related art and projects. Bluesky is a personal mixed account that shares any art, whether series focused or not. And Cara is just an art gallery for Elementals exclusive art, whether made by me or not. I'm still experimenting with my posting regimen, but currently, Sundays I share the works of others, Wednesday I share either old art or works in progresses of a current project, and finally Friday I share newer art or completed projects. The social account determines what's posted there, so some accounts may go longer than others without new posts, as I mentioned in a previous update. As for my updating regimen, I feel it is best to make these updates as they are needed, versus having a strict schedule for them. Basing this on how I interact with other creators I like and follow. I personally don't care for excessive updates. The only time I look for them is when I haven't seen hide nor hair of a creator for months to a year. All I really look for in an update is a glimpse of what's going on to assure me things are moving in the background. The extra stuff. Once again, just to do something I personally like, I want to make art tributes on a quarterly basis of all the art I've made or received up to that point, related to the Elementals series. I used to watch art tribute videos a lot in the past, and they always made me really happy. This is completely for nostalgic reasons, and the fact that I personally like to look back at previous art. So I thought this would be a fun way to do that. IRL, things have been pretty challenging since the last update, and even before then, honestly. Hence why I've not made any updates until now. Things feel like they're smoothing out enough for me to get back on track as time goes on. I'm currently about to move, which is very big for me personally. So it's been even more difficult to focus on my art like I wanted to. Despite this, I was lucky to be able to chip away at my projects. I'll continue to chip away as I deal with this big life change. Thanks for sticking around. I look forward to sharing more art in the coming future.